A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fleming. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Dupree. Still running at the 40. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The Badgers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Washington. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. Inside and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Dupree. Makes a man miss. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target.
Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. wants an offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right down the middle. Fires and picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The Badgers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try it over the left side. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Give to the big fullback. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Second down coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Steps away. Got the 1st down himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Second down coming up. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This defense will try to keep everything in front. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hilton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. One more snap coming before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nelson. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. He's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
With the catch, it's Manning. There he goes. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Going over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back. And
turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. They made sure that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw. It's Washington. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to as little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Badgers are on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Badgers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Number 17.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the inside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He wants to change this route. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in at the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This time they'll go to the running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Badgers want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the offense will take any help it can get, and it got a little. Slams it ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wisconsin! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Number 6.
Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Appalachia. Appalachian State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There he goes! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Maryland! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Badgers will hustle to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
No huddle offense to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Badgers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 2.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 49, set to kick it off.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. He's got it on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Martin will throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Not much good can come out of throwing it here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch.